Welcome back to Coins X Tales. We're exploring rare Lincoln 1-cent pennies, coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. Most people have seen this penny. Many have spent it without thinking. But the 1974 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny carries a secret that few ever noticed at first look. It feels ordinary. Lincoln's portrait on the front, the memorial building on the back, and a small D-Mint mark beneath the date showing it was struck at the Denver Mint. Millions were produced, yet not all were created equal. During this period, the mint was working at extreme speed. Machines struck coins non-stop, and that pressure caused mistakes. Mistakes that today excite collectors around the world. Some 1974 D pennies show doubling in the letters and numbers. When light hits the coin just right, the date and words appear thicker or slightly separated. This is not wear. This is a true mint error. Other examples were struck off-center, leaving part of the design shifted. If the date is still visible, collectors consider these pieces very desirable. There are also clipped planchets where a small curved section is missing because the metal sheet was cut incorrectly before striking. To most people it looks damaged, but to collectors it tells a story from the mint itself. Condition is everything. That a dull, worn penny may stay common forever, but a bright, untouched example with sharp details and original surface can become something special. That's why collectors still search jars, rolls, and old collections today, because even after 50 years, rare varieties can still be hiding. This coin is proof that value does not come from size. It comes from history, mistakes, and survival. Now the value. A normal circulated 1974 D penny is usually worth 1 cent. Uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars. Pennies with strong mint errors such as doubling or off-center strikes have sold at auction for amounts ranging from tens of dollars to hundreds of dollars, and in rare certified high-grade cases, prices have reached into the thousands of dollars. If you love discovering hidden money and rare coins like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications because the next penny you check could change everything. Top 2. Most people think modern pennies are worthless. They see them every day, drop them on the ground, and never look back. But one small coin from 1992 with a D-Mint mark proves that even modern money can hide surprising stories. The 1992 D Lincoln 1-cent penny was struck at the Denver Mint during a time of massive coin production. Millions were made, and because of that, people assume this coin has no importance. But collectors know that rarity is not always about age. It is about detail. This penny carries the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. At first glance, everything looks normal. But under close inspection, some examples reveal differences that completely change their value. During this period, mint machines were operating at high speed. When pressure, alignment, or timing was slightly off, errors occurred. Some 1992 D pennies show doubling in the lettering, especially around the date and the words on the front. Under light, the letters may appear thick or shadowed, a sign collectors carefully search for. Another variety comes from off-center strikes. These happen when the blank is not perfectly positioned. If the date remains visible, the coin becomes far more collectible. There are also clipped planchets, where a curved piece of metal is missing due to cutting errors before striking. These coins look unusual, and that unusual shape makes them exciting to collectors. Condition plays a powerful role. A heavily used penny may be common forever, but an uncirculated example with sharp details, strong shine, and no cleaning can attract serious attention. Collectors carefully examine Lincoln's hair, the clarity of the memorial columns, and the overall surface quality. Even tiny marks can make a big difference. That is why people still open old rolls and collections today, because even a penny from the 1990s can surprise you. This coin reminds us that value does not depend on how old something is, but on how rare it becomes. Now the value. A normal circulated 1992 D penny is usually worth 1 cent. Uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars. Pennies with verified mint errors such as doubling, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets have sold at auction for prices ranging from tens of dollars to hundreds of dollars, and in rare certified high-grade error cases, values have reached into the thousands of dollars. If you enjoy learning about rare coins and hidden money, like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because the next coin you find might be worth far more than you ever imagined. Top 3. Many people believe that if a penny has no mint mark, it must be fake or damaged. But the truth is very different. The 1986 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark was made at the Philadelphia Mint, where pennies during this time were struck without any letter under the date. That missing mark is not a mistake. It is part of its identity at first glance. This coin looks simple and ordinary. Lincoln's portrait appears calm and familiar, while the Lincoln Memorial rests on the reverse. Millions of these pennies entered circulation, and most were spent without a second thought. But collectors know that even common coins can hide rare stories. During the mid-1980s, the United States Mint was still adjusting to copper-plated zinc planchets. This new composition created unexpected problems during production. Because of this, some 1986 no-mint mark pennies developed unusual features that collectors now search for. Some examples show doubled lettering in the date and inscriptions. When viewed under light, the letters can appear thicker or slightly separated. This is not wear, it is a true mint variety. Other coins were struck slightly off-center, shifting the design. If the date is still visible, collectors consider these pieces very desirable. There are also plating errors where the copper layer failed to bond properly to the zinc core. This can cause bubbling, cracking, or missing copper areas. When confirmed as mint errors, these coins become extremely collectible. Condition makes a major difference. A heavily circulated penny may stay common forever, but an uncirculated coin with strong shine, clean surfaces, and sharp detail can move into a completely different category. Collectors study Lincoln's hair, the memorial columns, and the overall surface quality. Tiny differences can separate an ordinary coin from a collectible one. That is why people still check old jars and coin rolls today. Because even decades later, rare examples may still be hiding in plain sight. This penny proves something important. Sometimes value is not about what you see, but what you look closely enough to notice. Now the value. A normal circulated 1986 no mint mark penny is usually worth 1 cent. Uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars. Pennies with confirmed mint errors such as doubling, off-center strikes, or genuine plating mistakes have sold at auction for prices ranging from tens of dollars to hundreds of dollars. And in rare certified high-grade error cases, values have reached into the thousands of dollars. If you enjoy discovering rare coins and hidden money, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because the next penny you check could change everything. Top 4. Most people believe old pennies are useless. They sit in jars, drawers, and boxes for decades without anyone paying attention. But one small coin from 1975 with no mint mark continues to surprise collectors even today. The 1975 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During this time, Philadelphia pennies were produced without any letter under the date. That missing mark is not an error. It is how these coins were meant to be. Made. At first look, the coin appears completely ordinary. Abraham Lincoln's portrait stands on the front, and the Lincoln Memorial fills the back. Millions were produced and released into circulation across the country. But collectors know something important. Rarity does not always come from low mintage. It often comes from mistakes made during production. The mid-1970s were a stressful time for the United States Mint. Machines worked at extreme speed to meet demand and quality. Control was not perfect. Because of this, several varieties and errors appeared. Some 1975 no-mint mark pennies show doubled lettering, especially in the date and inscriptions. Under proper lighting, the letters may appear thicker or slightly shifted, something collectors carefully examine. Other examples were struck off-center, leaving part of the design misaligned. If the date is visible, these coins become far more collectible. There are also clipped planchets where a curved piece of metal is missing due to cutting mistakes before striking. These unusual shapes instantly attract collector attention. Condition plays a huge role. That a heavily worn penny that traveled through pockets for years may never rise in value. But a sharply struck, uncirculated coin with original color and clean surfaces can stand out strongly. Collectors focus on Lincoln's hair detail, the sharpness of the memorial columns, and the overall eye appeal. Even small marks can make a big difference. That is why many collectors still search old coin rolls and family collections today. Because even after nearly 50 years, rare pieces can still be hiding. This penny reminds us that history doesn't always look valuable until someone takes a closer look. Now the value. A normal circulated 1975 no-mint mark penny is usually worth 1 cent. Uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars. Pennies with verified mint errors such as doubling, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets have sold at auction for amounts ranging from tens of dollars to hundreds of dollars, and in rare certified high-grade cases, prices have reached into the thousands of dollars. If you enjoy learning about rare coins and hidden money, like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because the next penny you find could be far more valuable than you ever imagined. Top 5. Most people think modern pennies have no value at all. They are light, shiny, and often ignored. But one penny from 2009 with a D mint mark tells a very different story. The 2009 D Lincoln 1-cent penny was struck at the Denver Mint during one of the most unusual years in modern American coin history. That year marked the 200th birthday of Abraham Lincoln and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. Because of this historic moment, the design changed completely. Instead of the Lincoln Memorial on the back, these pennies featured special designs showing important moments from Lincoln's life. Each design represented a different chapter, from his early childhood to his presidency. This alone makes the 2009 penny different from any normal year. But what truly makes the 2009 D mint mark penny special is how few were made for circulation. During the financial crisis, coin demand dropped sharply. The Denver Mint produced far fewer pennies than usual, and many people never even saw these coins in daily change. Collectors quickly noticed this. Low circulation numbers created strong demand, especially for clean examples that never entered circulation. Some 2009 D pennies also show striking errors. These include weak strikes, misaligned dies, and minor doubling in lettering. While not common, these varieties add excitement for collectors. Condition is extremely important for this coin. A circulated example may still be collectible, but uncirculated coins with full red color and clean surfaces are the most desired. Collectors carefully inspect Lincoln's portrait on the front and the sharpness of the special reverse designs. Any loss of detail can reduce value, while perfect surfaces can greatly increase interest. This penny represents history, celebration, and survival during a difficult economic time. It is one of the few modern cents that collectors actively search for. Now the value. Is circulated too. 2009 D mint mark Lincoln penny usually sells for more than face value. Uncirculated examples commonly sell for several dollars. High-grade certified coins and complete sharp examples of the special designs have sold at auction for prices reaching into the tens of dollars. And in top condition, some have reached into the hundreds of dollars. If you enjoy discovering rare modern coins and hidden value, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because sometimes even a modern penny can become a collector treasure.